So I don't regret buying too many fragrances, but there are a few exceptions that I am going to mention in this video. And I'm pretty much going to jump right into it. I'm going to start with this one, which is an extremely popular perfume. This is Versace Bright Crystal. So, in the beginnings of this channel, I was in the process of buying quite a lot of samples, of which this is one of them, to review. So, the thing about this, and I might get some hate for this because it is, like I said, extremely popular. There's probably millions of these that have been sold. So, this is a fruity, floral, icy sort of fragrance, and I would not buy this again because it is, it's nice. You know, this is a nice, casual, daytime, feminine fragrance, modern fragrance. It's not really anything special though. Like when I smell it, I smell this is kind of like a body wash, you know. It has some of those sweet fruit notes, it has some of the nice florals, but it smells a little bit diluted. It doesn't smell strong, it doesn't smell like it's gonna stick around, and it doesn't stick around. It lasts about 4 hours. I would say on most people, at least on me, it lasts about 4 hours, sometimes less. But I would not buy this again because of the longevity issues and the fact that even though it has several notes, it has like yuzu and pomegranate and magnolia, it smells kind of flat to me. It kind of smells like there's not much going on. It has some of these main notes here, but overall it's not too complex, not too intriguing, you know. If I smelled someone who was wearing this, I wouldn't, you know, turn my head to ask what they're wearing because it's, again, not too special. So, good for just general daytime use, you know, going to get the groceries or whatever. But I wouldn't buy this again. So, then, a fragrance that's quite on the opposite side of the spectrum from Bright Crystal. This is Taboo from Dana. This is an old fragrance from 1932. Now, I thought I would like this because this is a very spicy, very heavy, incensey sort of fragrance. And usually, I really like those types of fragrances, but this is on another level. This is strong. Now, if you like the strongest of the strongest fragrances, you're gonna like this. It has the cinnamon, it has the cloves, it has the incense, the resins, the balsam, amber, you know, this is the strongest stuff you could probably get your hands on. And, it's too strong for me. I never ever have that problem because I prefer strong fragrances, heavy fragrances. But this is, again, on another level. Ironically, my mom stole this from me, so she obviously likes it more than I do. But, again, this is a good fragrance. This is long-lasting. It has some very exotic, very spicy, heavy notes. And if you like those notes, you'll probably like this, but I would not buy this again because it's just a little too strong. This is a little, again, just too much, you know? If there was maybe a note that would come in and kind of smooth everything out, I'd probably like it. But, yeah, just a little bit, it tingles the nose too much. It's a little too spicy for me. So I would not buy this one again for that reason. Then, I'm gonna come to my nemesis here. My worst enemy. This is Versace Eros PERFUME, the women's version of Versace Eros. Now, I reviewed this a long time ago, almost a year ago. So, one of my older fragrance reviews is me reviewing this, and I had a pretty bad experience with this. This is the reason I dislike this. 2 reasons. It has no longevity, and it basically has no complexity at all. So the notes that are supposed to be in it are lemon, bergamot, pomegranate. It has some florals, has some sandalwood, musk a little bit. I refuse to believe that this fragrance has anything except pomegranate. Every time I smell it, I smell nothing but pomegranate, which is nice, Pomegranate is a nice note. I don't dislike pomegranate. Problem is the pomegranate that it has, again, it's kind of similar to Bright Crystal. It smells diluted. It smells like you have a bottle of shower soap, body wash, and you put some water in it to make it stretch, you know, so the scent is really diluted. Very faint, kind of watery. Then combined with the fact that this doesn't have any longevity, I would say an hour. If you're lucky, 2 hours. This is probably the only fragrance that I actively hate. And hate is a strong word, but I do not like this fragrance. It could do much better. And this is the eau de parfum. All the parfums are supposed to be strong, at least stronger than, you know, most typical things, but this is, again, no longevity. It has that pomegranate note, but it's diluted. It doesn't have much complexity, you know, so I would not buy this again. If you paid me, I wouldn't buy it. This is not something I would spend my money on. Then, moving on to Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. So, this is a good fragrance. This is fine. The reason I would not buy this again is because it's sweeter than I realized. It's kind of too sugary sweet for me. Now it does have some nice notes. It has some like black coffee notes, it has some orange blossom, so it is a nice fragrance. It's also very strong and long lasting, which I enjoy. That's nice. But the overall way that it smells, I'm not a big fan of. So primarily the fact that it's pretty sweet, and like a sugary sweetness. So, but it's not bad. It's definitely a good fragrance. I know a lot of people who really enjoyed this fragrance. It is a high quality option here, but I personally would not buy it because I think mainly because of how intense that sweetness is, and I just personally don't enjoy that. But so I would not buy this one again. Then coming to the last one here, kind of similar to Black Opium, but on a whole other level. This is La Vie est Belle from Lacombe. So this one might also get me some hate, possibly, because I don't like it. This is again, the reason I would not buy this is how sweet it is. So this actually is an extremely popular fragrance. Both a few years ago and currently, probably a bit less so currently, but still pretty popular. This is beyond my realm of comprehension. This is, you know, I think I said before, sweetness is good in fragrances. It helps balance things out, it helps smooth things out, especially in very spicy or heavy fragrances. But when it's pure sugar, it's too much, at least for me. But this is a gourmand fragrance, which means, in French it means foodie or food related, and that's what this is all about. This is meant to smell like dessert, pretty much. It has a dessert note, which is praline. And it also has some berries and fruits and things like that. So, don't get me wrong, a lot of people really enjoy this, and a lot of people love this fragrance. They just love it, but I don't enjoy it that much. When I put it on, it's just this overwhelming, like I just slathered myself with cake frosting, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to smell like cake frosting or brownies or a tray of cookies, but if you do like sweet fragrances, you're probably going to enjoy this. It's just me personally, it's too much for me. So I would not buy this fragrance for myself. But that's my list. That's the list of fragrances I would not buy again. So if you have anything to say about these fragrances or my opinions about them, of course you can leave those down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.